Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Wire Season 2, Episode 2. Just one episode today, that's already great, you know. And I'm really excited to discover what is gonna happen during this episode, but I have to say it, I'm also really stressed because what we discovered at the end of the first episode of this new season, meaning all of these women being dead right there, you know, into that box, into that container, into that sink, it's making me think that what we're gonna have for this season, you know, the case that we're gonna follow, it's gonna be about prostitution, about selling women, about the fact that these women that were sold and they were supposed to arrive, you know, alive, and that's why, you know, that guy, he didn't take, in fact, that box, that container, because of the fact that he saw, you know, that something happened and that they were all dead inside. And you know, all of that story, it can be an amazing case for all guys to follow, to discover, to investigate on, but it's gonna be also really rough because right there we're talking about lives, like people who are being sold and all of that. Like during the first season it was about drug dealers, and okay, it's also taking lives, a lot of them, you know, and it's destroying the lives that it's not taking. So it was already rough, and you saw how much I cried for Bubs, who was an addict, who tried to get better but who couldn't do it because when you're an addict for life. But right there, yes, that, you know, about selling women, about women being involved into prostitution, about people making a business, you know, around that and all, it's gonna be difficult also to watch, you know. So I'm really excited to discover what is gonna happen during this episode, because now that that happened, that we had also McNulty who discovered that first woman dead, and I think that in fact she was into that container at the beginning, you know, and she got out of it, she tried to escape from it, but she died no matter what. I think that it's something like that, you know. I had time to think between episodes, and I think that in fact it was that. So McNulty is already involved into all of that, and we need a reason for all of our guys to get involved into it. So I think that it's gonna happen during this episode 2 and maybe the next ones, but that's why I'm really excited, because I want to see the reunion between all of these characters. We'll see about it, and at the same time I'm stressed about that new case. That new case, okay, it's gonna be something, you know, to follow. It's gonna be half of what we're gonna follow during this new season, but I was surprised at the end of the first episode to understand that our old guys from season 1, we're also gonna follow them a lot, you know, that it's gonna be half of the season also, to see how Stringer is taking care of the business, is dealing also with the difficulties. We saw that he had some issues with having enough products, you know, to sell, that he had issues with that. So how is he gonna do it? Are we gonna continue to investigate a little on them and to have new clues to maybe arrest Stringer? For Preston also, how it's gonna be for this season. Avon is in jail, but he's still giving orders to Stringer. Is it gonna continue like that or not? Like at some point, you know, right there it was not such a long time that he went into jail, but at some point, you know, he took 3 years, I think. Maybe, you know, Stringer is gonna try to take the lead and all. Everyone now is afraid of Stringer, like they talked about it, they are really considering him as the leader of this group. So yes, that's gonna be interesting to stay with our guys. And I'm also a little anxious because during the first episode we didn't see Bubs, we didn't see Dee, for example. So I don't know if we're gonna have these characters at some point. I'm a little stressed, you know, to see them appearing at some point during this season 2. We'll see. But at the end of the last episode we had Oma, And that's so cool because it means that we're gonna have him during this season, and that's so great because you know how much I love Omar during the first season. Really, I fall in love with this character, with his attitude, you know, with his way of functioning. And he was brave also and clever because Avon was really searching for him so bad, and he managed to kill some of Avon's guy and to still be okay on his own. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if we're gonna see what is gonna happen for him during this season, what he's gonna do. Does he have new men, you know, into his team? Stuff like that. That's gonna be cool to have Omar back. During the first episode, we saw all of our characters, where they are right now, you know, what job they are making. And that was great, you know, to have that context, but I really hope that they're gonna be reunited to work on this investigation, that we're gonna come back to that office, you know, for them. Like for Kima, for example, I can understand why she made that promise to her girl to stay safe, to stay, you know, in office, to not go out there and all after what happened to her. And even more now that they're trying to get pregnant, that's gonna be cool, you know, to follow that. I hope that they're gonna succeed at some point. Even if I hope also that Kima is gonna come back to work on the field, because that's what she loves to do. And if she has to work, you know, only in office, I want for that to be her decision and not a decision which was forced on her. We'll see about it if it's gonna continue like that or not. Urk was really fun already at the end of the season 1, when he was making lessons, you know, to the guys, like, you have to use your brain, you have to make big cases and not just to go to arrest some guys, some random guys. And during the first episode, he said stuff about the fact that the white guys that are really bad, you know, at selling drugs, and that he wants something bigger and stuff like that. So that's fun to see that little evolution for Urk. We'll see if it's gonna continue like that or not. I was really surprised for Daniels, the fact that he was taken out of the drug team, you know, that now he's really working with the archives, you know, like really organizing archives, organizing the evidences and stuff like that. I understood, you know, that he was not promoted, but the fact that he was put right there, that's bad. For someone good like he is, that's really bad. We still have that mystery around him, you know, what happened, for what reason he had all of that money, for what reason, you know, some people are suspecting him from being not a snitch, but someone who did bad stuff, and, you know, things around that. So we still need to discover that, maybe during this season. McNulty working as a coast guard. Why not, you know, the guy can be okay wherever he is, you know. And the fact that he found that body, he discovered that it was not a suicide, but really someone who was killed, something happening right there which was weird, and he put that, you know, on his old team, he forced it, you know, to be on his old team, and all that was fun. And we know McNulty, we know that he's gonna keep an eye on it, and that he's gonna get involved no matter what into it. So yes, all of our guys are at different places, and now it's gonna be cool to see how they're gonna get reunited. Maybe the judge also, we're gonna have some news about the judge. You know that I truly appreciated him, so it would be cool to have him back. We'll see about it, and I'm gonna discover that right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have this episode earlier, you have one episode of advance for The Wire on my Patreon, and you have extended reaction part, only extended reaction part. Like, I can't put the full reaction part, it's really long episodes. It wouldn't be interesting for you guys, but it's extended reaction part for long episodes, so it means that it's really longer, like around 10 minutes longer, maybe sometimes more than that. So if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, For the Wire, only For the Wire, you just have to subscribe to the level 2. And it can be appreciated, it can be really useful. I'm a little reactor, so if you want and if you can come on my Patreon to have these advantages, one episode of advance and this really longer extended reaction part. Okay, let's go for this episode 2.
Verify's up top, crushed, probably during the off-road. So, yeah, accidental probably. That's his call, right? If they were alive, they'd be illegals, and that would mean immigration. They're dead, so they're cargo. Cargo, but no contraband.
They're cargo, really, guys?
We'll eat it. If it's accidental, then it's just about IDs and we stole it, right?
Already, none of you wants to take this case.
Wait a minute. These CID guys are rolling out on this?
No crime, no investigation.
No crime?
All you got right here, Officer Russell, is a lot of paperwork.
They're dead, they were on a container.
There was one. All I know is I got a camp full of young girls suffocating to death on my docks. This was a mistake. Mistake?
You knew it?
You could have told me there were girls in that fucking can. You could have told me, so I didn't just shove them back in the stacks like I did, right?
You didn't know what business you were into?
Before you wanted to know, now you ask. Guns. Okay. Who the Collateral? Obama's man. Bad terrorists for being nuclear bombs. You don't ask because you don't want to know.
Yes.
Tell the Greek the next time he's got something breathing in one of them cans, I need to know it. Give him a couple days, you know?
You know, I thought that these girls, they were dead, maybe, you know, because the container went on the ocean and they drowned or something like that. You're the real deal. You know the leader.
We hanging on in projects with straps. You might have got to have somebody for us. My friend in Atlanta, owned a rim shop, named Vargas. Half-string, fly down in a gnarled leader. You seen D'Angelo living? He on the J tier. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for me to get over, you know.
We're gonna see him at some point?
So you ain't checking on
I would love that.
We need to tighten shit up, Avon. I mean, she should be bringing his son by every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna put string on that too.
After all he has done for us.
Yes. I said it, you don't want for D to change his mind into jail. Like it can be the case, at any second he can change his mind.
We need Omar, Jimmy. You see this?
For what?
13 girls? Yeah, I heard about it. Who called? It ain't ours. Port police has jurisdiction over Patapsco. Ain't gonna be a murder either. So who gives a fuck?
The girl that you have, it's one from this group. Understand that?
This time you should have bought the love. More love, you come and sit on my lap. Shit.
Carver, it's you! I didn't recognize you. This uniform and all.
Rear tag not entirely visible?
He had the tow bar said hi.
Come on, pal, what the fuck?
That's how you're gonna get involved into that case.
Who's your boss?
Valchek, Southeast District Commander, yeah.
That sawed-off piece of shit. Why the hell's he fucking with us?
Because he wants
Definitely got the man.
your place, your window as the shirt. We still have you, we may.
Thanks, too. Nah, you see they classic, they got new moments and all, man.
You had some fake fishes already, you love that so much.
Get the message?
Message?
I had people working on a window for the nave up St. Casimir since Easter.
He wants your window.
He could take another window in the wreck on the second floor.
Yours.
You don't want my finger in your eye. You better do what's right here.
What's right would be for you to come down here to my house like a decent human being and ask a common courtesy. But that's not you, it's not your way.
Sure, he didn't do that first.
And sure enough, you've been an official asshole every day since.
Okay. is gonna decide, you know, to support the investigation on that case and all, just because of that window.
You just curious?
Yeah.
Why?
Tell her about the other
Day
girl.
before yesterday, I fished out of Jane Doe from near the bridge. There's no missing person report on file.
We got 14 bedrolls and 13 bodies.
Well, it was a murder.
Murder? Kidding me.
I called down the morgue this morning. The only thing they can say is the demo workers are local. Overseas, they think.
That your girl?
I think so.
Why would you have a murdered girl in the water and the rest of them are suffocating in a can of Tapsco?
What went wrong? Airplane fucked up, got crushed.
So really suffocating. Okay.
Everything in the whole trip.
Probably not. Once they're at sea, there's usually someone in the crew who's in on it, you know, chef. He lets them out to eat, move around, use the bathroom, whatever.
Okay, okay.
Where's the air pipe?
That's the whole pipes up top. What?
That look right to you?
What do you mean? You said you were at the Marine unit?
Yeah.
What does the Marine unit have to do with a bunch of dead girls in a can?
It's McNulty, you know.
It's crushed by another container. Should have been one single movement. Maybe two if something shifts so that shit's back again. This looks like something's been pounded on it in a bunch of spots. Just bought yourself 13 homicides.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That you're gonna put on your ulti.
CID people mostly, though I could spare some bodies out of my district too.
What for?
I got some guys in the southeast that are showing a lot of money. Oh, I'm not talking about going after the whole union. Just a couple of guys and one local that look fat. Drugs, the usual deal. Frank's
Really,
popular.
all of that for your window.
What's he to you, Stan?
To me, he's an asshole.
A little revenge? You're opening a case just for that? When really it was so difficult to have men and weeks for the first investigation.
I'm just saying you have to be realistic. You did what you did and now you are where you are.
Burrell won't be there forever.
Burrell is going to be the next police commissioner. You've got the law degree. And with a police experience, half a dozen firms think you're a prize. You've got options.
You're not made for that. Working on a film, I really don't think so. He has a certain ethic, you know, for his job. He loves his job.
His wife is having some kind of operation, so he gave back his hours.
Eh?
He charged work so much.
Came down here to have breakfast with you people face box. Most important.
Your breakfast, it's eggs into your beers?
Bottoms up, you ugly horse.
At least they have some protein, you know? Carver.
DWI checkpoint. Spotted coffee, Methalasi.
All of them.
Bitch ain't even goddamn one.
Tell that to your breast.
But they're not equipped for a death investigation. I mean, you dumped 13 bodies on them, you're dumping them on us. MSP's gonna have to pick up that slack, overburdened as we are.
I have fought and scratched and clawed for 4 months to get my clearance rate up above 50%. And right now it stands at exactly 51.6.
It's all about your number.
Robbie, you poor bastard. You look like you need a cup of coffee.
So, these three, you know, they are stressed to have this case at the end of the day. You also, Lester? Ah!
If you tear your root down, man, we keep bringing more stuff in. Fuck with my fish, though, hey, man. I don't ain't have to go there, man. What's up with this motherfucker? You remember LaDante? Alright, tell me was LaDante's cousin and such. He found out I ate the charge. He busted my chops. You need a scorecard to keep up with your legal ass. For Avon, he fixing to stay in my shit. Listen, I'm gonna talk to him, alright? What's his name again? Tell me he worked the day shift on Jake's here. It's nothing.
You need Webay to stay on your side.
Take care of me.
It took life for all of you guys.
I was telling I was running out of party with you for a moment.
Barksdale, right?
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if you can
No.
said, no.
He's not impressed and he's not gonna do what you want. He's not corrupted, that one. Something bad is gonna happen to him.